what allowed them to get here into this position, and they're going to have to do it on Nuke on the T side, no less.
Yep, Furia winning the 9th round, Optics on its CD side. 5 sets of USPs and armor, no kits, no utility, and it's going to be a fast play coming in towards ramp from Please Send Help. Grouping up together, all 5 members just rattling away with the Glocks, and they're just going to try and hunt down these CDs who's just backpedaling away.
Yeah, I love this. They're taking all of the ground, showing that they're not afraid of Furia, despite Furia being the favorites in this, and they've managed to get all the way down to get that bomb planted. It's going to be the 5-on-5 retake. There's no kit in play. It's just the armor and the angels coming out. Mary has found one, but Senna and Lovergirl, they've chimed into kills of their own. Lovergirl holding her ground here. It's the 2-on-2 now. She's trying to find something here as a play on top of the site. What a shot. That was incredible. Mads now in the 1v2. Already found one. Can't quite find the second. Mary shuts her down, but an incredible pistol from both teams, really.
Holy hell, that was fast. And furious, I have to say. The desk have been saying it all day. What a round from both the sides, right? Please Send Help, wasting the time. They had the game plan. They knew they're just going to be running down ramp. They get a free bomb site, right? We saw Furious just backpedaling away, not looking to take those unfavorable duels, falling back. But because they had no kits, they had to go for the retake instantaneously. It was very back and forth, but the USP's Mary especially, she was so low in health in that 1v1 that lands that all-important headshot. And that is, of course, the pistol being won by Furia, but still a very, very close affair there. I know it's only been 1 round, Lucy, but I feel like this could be pretty competitive.
I mean, it's super exciting, and I think the thing that really stood out to me is that Please Send Help, they weren't afraid. They just took control of ramp. They did not let the fact that Furia is such a good team scare them. They came in with their game plan and they executed, and now they've got the full buy off the well. You know, they're forced off the back of it. They've got 3 MAC-10s and 2 Galils behind it, but you know, it's not all sunshine and roses on the Furia side either. 2 MP9s and 2 scouts, in fact. Just the 1 rifle for the CTs.
Classic Counter-Strike, you know, you win the pistol round, you have 1 rifle, and the T's with the 2 Galils and a MAC-10s could still be deadly, though. They have a Molotov, a couple of smokes, and a handful of flashbangs remaining for Please Send Help. But his MP9s up close and personal could be quite deadly. The scout, though, in the hands of Olga. Getting a tag. A couple of these players have taken damage, quite a bit of damage already. You can see Mads down to 53 points of health. Lovergirl just getting tagged down there. I might expect her to actually drop that Galil to one of her teammates.
Yeah, these tags are huge. You can see another one comes into Jessica's. This is just making these MP9s all the more valuable. Even the scouts as well. Now they can potentially finish off these players. So once again, it's going to be aggression towards ramp. Mary is able to find the opener onto Matt. She's going to fall back here, and we've actually got a second kill coming in as well. And now, look, we can see chiming in. It's just the 2 Ts. They're going to push down into Olga. She's got a bit of utility here. She's picked up a MAC-10 from the ground. Holding off, knowing both these players were on the other side, but the clock, there's only 20 seconds left. They have to get past Olga if they want to secure this plant. And she's just going to push forward, close it down, and there we go. Pretty clean round there from Fury, not losing a single player. Yeah,
barely taking any damage as well. If it Please Send Help, right? Like, as you pointed out, they're just getting chipped away by the utility being deployed by Furia. And this is such a big round for them. Because remember, they had 2 scouts, 2 MP9s, and an M4A1 going into this round. And now they've upgraded to the couple of Galils. The A1's still very much in play. So definitely a solid start here for the Brazilians. For Please Send Help, no bomb planted this time around. So it's just going to be the pistols coming out. You see a Tech 9, a couple of P250s, 2 flashes and a smoke. It's going to be a fast hit towards the upper bomb site, but the flames, is it going to stop them? No, it's not. They come running on out.
Yeah, just going to run straight into the line of Gabby, though, with that M4. She sprays down 3. Izza chimes in for one of her own. And before you know it, it's just Jessica's left all alone. This one little pistol here looking to do any sort of damage she can, but they've spotted her. It's going to be tough, and yep, she gets dispatched of immediately.
I respect Please Send Help for not wasting any time there. They're like, listen, we got a couple of flashes, we got 1 Tech 9, a P250, so just run on in, make it quick, as we will see the buy coming out for Please Send Help. 5 AK-47s. They went for the full eco pretty much, so they have all the utility in the world to deploy as well. They did say in a couple of interviews that, you know, they have been practicing quite a bit. They've been watching the demos of their opponents as well. So I'm hoping they have something in store for us here on the T-side. It's never that easy. In Furia, if they're anything like their the compatriots from Brazil, they're going to be hyper aggressive. You know, this outside yard, we can already see the AWP out in the hands of CASA.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they definitely are one of those aggressive teams, very similar to the main roster, which, you know, we love their aggression. And I think Nuke may be a map that makes that a little bit more difficult on the CT side, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of lobby crunches coming through. But this time it's going to be Please Send Help. They've actually gotten a lot of control here. Olga, I don't know if she's going to be ready for them to be pushed up this close, but it doesn't matter. Still able to find one. She gets traded out by Jessica's, though. That's going to be the site opened up now. They can take full control. Mari finds Picky Kiki. That was the flank player. This becomes a lot more difficult now as Car, she's pushed out with the AWP. Oh, almost catches that bomb planter. That was an open plant, a very risky decision. But she is falling off the position, and the headshot angle, it's a bit tricky for her to hit that. This retake now, it gets a little bit more tricky, but they're able to smoke off one of the angles, and now Car can find that kill under center. That's a big one to find, because both of these Ts are over in the same position towards control and double door. And that's the first one dispatched off. It's just Jessica's left. Already has one kill in this round, would have to ace clutch it to do it, and with that bomb being defused, it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. Clean retake coming in from Furia there. That was, like you said, like it was such a risky plant, right? She was planning for the ramp position, and before the smoke was getting, before the utility was deployed by her teammates, just all by her lonesome. She had to go for a play. She knew her position was compromised, swung out wide. The op finds her, and then 4v2 retake. The smoke making life even like so miserable there for Jessica, even though her position was unknown. Furia looking pretty solid here in some of these retakes. 4-0. Once more, the pistols come out. That's a hero AK buy. I don't know if that's a misbuy from Kiki. Fantastic name, by the way.
There's a bit of extra cash in the banks of Lover Girl, so perhaps, and Center as well. So perhaps they've just opted to put that hero into Picky Kiki's hands. See if she can make something happen with it. Bit of a slow round this time. They're just sort of looking for Furia to maybe slip up with a bit of that aggression. But they're playing pretty reserved. They're just holding these angles. Car, she's going to find the first there, opening it up onto Lover Girl with that AWP. Olga, I think she's heard Senna drunk. She's aware of it, but Mads holding back, catches her off guard as she's falling backwards. That's a good kill from her. Now they can take a bit more ground. They've thrown the smokes out as well, which will allow them to take a bit more control towards outside.
Yeah, that sound just being a bit of a bait, and the retrieved M4A1 in the hands of Senna. Finding the operant suddenly. Tables, at least for the time being, has been turned in the favor of Please Send Help. You can see them slowly making her way towards heaven as well. Mari now just waiting for someone to show themselves, but she can shut this one down. You can see the bomb is actually all the way behind T lobby. She doesn't even see yet. Izza, though, getting tagged from above, and I do believe her day should be numbered here.
Yeah, they're just punching in a position from every angle. Senna does find her. Mari, she's got a good angle here, but the ladder, it's too difficult to shoot on. The timing doesn't work out for them, and that's just opened up off the back of that deagle from outside. And then Senna, she's able to aggress forward, pick up the M4A1S and take down the AWPer, and then all of a sudden it just falls apart across the map. Please Send Help are able to exploit, and they find their first round.
They find the first round, and immediately they call for attack timeout, which is great, right? Just letting Furia kind of like just kind of remain, like just kind of get into their own heads. The fact that they lost just to the pistols. Great round from Senna though. The A1 retrieved, and a little bit of mistake, I might say, from Furia there. Like, you had no control towards outside. She heard the footstep, the player dropping down on top of Mini, and she was completely lost to the fact that there could be someone waiting outside. They should have had someone with eyes over there. But Senna continuing to hold W. That defense, you could see like there were quite a few holes in that. She made her way for free up towards heavens. I like the aggression from the player inside a hut. I forgot who it was, but she got the first kill, and she should have known at that point the upper bomb site is compromised, right? She could get pincered, and in that situation, obviously we knew what was going on, but maybe if she just stuck inside of hut, committed to the fight, maybe got a 2K over there, could have potentially turned things around. But take nothing away, that was a huge round to win for Please Send Help. For Furia, though, they have oodles of cash to work with, so a buy is definitely going to be not a problem whatsoever. What is a problem, though? It seems like a little bit of some technical problems here.
Please send help for the admin to sort out whatever technical issue is occurring here. But you know what? Already, I think this is a good sign of life from Please Send Help. We saw in the pistol round how confident they look, the way that their game plan executed. And, they've already been quite a few post-plant situations, and I think that's really a good sign for them on this T side. The fact that they come into this, the heavy underdog, and that they're able to still execute their gameplays, able to get the bomb down. They're even able to steal away the round that we just saw. I think that's a really good showing of that tactical depth. The fact that they've been studying this roster, they've found some of the weak points, and they're able to execute it here on land for the first time.
It gets so much pressure, right, on these ladies. You got to remember, for a lot of these teams, this is their very first forget international LAN. It's the very first LAN ever, right? Like in a proper tournament format. So it's going to be quite a lot of pressure for a lot of them. And I want to see some of these underdogs really kind of thrive under the pressure. We saw it in the major as well. You know, a team like Team Spirit playing their first big tournament ever, and the fact that they were able to have that insanely deep run, you can never count anyone out. So let's see what they have in store for us here. You know, obviously winning that first round, really, really massive. I love the logo as well. You know, I'm sure it's a bit of a tribute to Watchmen. Are you a Watchmen fan? No?
Yeah, I think it's a great comic / adaptation. It's, you know, it's a bit subversive.
I like the adaptation. I felt like I think it was just Zack Snyder. I think he did a very good job with that. Obviously, not to everyone's taste.
Yes, very, very cute logo. Well, cute. It's a smiley face with blood on it. I guess that's as cute as that can be. There's quite a few good logos actually from some of the.
And ironically, this is probably one of the best logos I've seen in esports, even though it's not an actual org.
The one from Gribs, one of the European teams, a little mushroom. They didn't make it, unfortunately, to the LAN stage, but still very cute logo. And fast aggression here from Senna, just going for this opening peek towards main. Able to open the door and hold this line. On the other side, there's actually been aggression outside too. So this player, I think it's Car with the AWP. She's over towards red, and she's kind of pinned in there as well. And she's got to find the opening though. And now Senna, she falls off the angle, and that's when the opportunity would have arose.
There was a window there. They weren't expecting the door to be open, and because they didn't lob a nade there, they probably thought the door was still shut. There could have been a chance there for Senna to find the pick, but an opportunity, that window's been shut pretty quickly. Remember, there's still a player outside.
Yeah, and then there you can see Izza, she does get cleared though, Lovergirl. They must have been aware of that, or just very good clearing from them, so they're able to take a bit of a trade back. This AWP from Car is posted up in Garage though, and she is holding down the line here. If they walk out of red, she is ready for them. But she's going to swing out now and finds the timing onto Jessica's. It's a perfect shot. That smoke is going to deny her any more entries, and Lovergirl almost gets the kill onto Olga, but the crosshair just not quite where it needed to be. Piki Kike is going to find the kill onto Olga though, and now Senna. She's a bit isolated out here away from her teammate, and Piki, she's also been brought low as she's trying to find a bit of ground here towards the A site. There's the AWP in heaven though, and it's holding the line. She baits out the shot with a bit of a jiggle. This is great stuff from her, but Mary, she's on this half flank. I think she's heard the AWP player running through Senna. Managed to walk all the way through and find an opening kill, but now it's the 1-on-2 Senna. I don't think she's going to be ready for this flank. She has to aggress forward and find his first duel, but no, Mari on that flank comes through, and Furia, they managed to secure it.
I really liked it from Mari, where she heard the footsteps, and I could see certain players just, you know, just running on out, trying to take her down before she went in towards Hut. Instead, she was patient. She conveyed information to her teammates. She's like, listen, both of them are going to be there. You can just concentrate towards the squeaky area, or the squeaky position, rather. And yeah, great round overall. They do suffer a few casualties, but still, if you're Fury, you're feeling pretty comfortable right now. Although, if you look at the money, it's still not that great, right? That one round, please send help one, especially considering it was just the pistols, has definitely left a dent in the economy. 5-1 though, as we have Isa opening it up, and they come charging out through the flames and taking so much of damage. No smokes being utilized to extinguish the incendiaries from Furia. That is a question mark for me.
Look, I like the idea of the aggression, just trying to catch them off guard with this fast play out of Hut as soon as they lose the duel elsewhere on the map. But yeah, you've got to go extinguish that flame, or you're just going to get burned alive. And unfortunately, now it's 2v5. Just Jessica's and Senna's left scratching their head. Looking for any sort of way back into this round. Still have the bomb and still got plenty of time on the clock to work with. But Furia, they're not giving them anything.
Yeah, and also please and help. That was a full-fledged buy, right? We had so much utility being purchased as well, and they just went in for the Hut rush. Now, I'm not saying it's necessarily the wrong play. It could potentially catch Furia off guard, because Furia are going to be like, hey, they have guns right now, so they should be going for a fast play. But if that's going to be the case, firstly, you need to be expecting the early incendiary from the CTs. You should have at least one player dedicated to extinguishing it, you know, running on out. You should have, if you have all the utility, you're going to try and utilize that. You can have a player, you know, popping a flash from above, using the smoke to extinguish the flames. Or if you don't have one, it's okay. Just stop in your tracks, fall back. It's okay if you know, your initial plan doesn't work out. You still have the remainder of the round to figure out how do you want to approach this round. So I feel like that was a bit of a misstep coming with Please Send Help, and you can see Jessica and Senna, they're not going to attempt this. It might as well hold on to their rifles. Considering they, well, okay, it's going to be 3K and 2K here for Jessica's and for Senna. Senna can drop an AK-47 because she's not going to have to rebuy anything, any utility. So an AK could be dropped, perhaps for Mads maybe. We could have Piggy Kiki with her own buy. So yeah, they can eke out a buy. So for safe, it definitely makes 100% sense.
Yeah, it's not the position you want to be in, but not many options there presented in that 2v5. So going to get another opportunity here with a bit of a lighter buy. So we see the timeout coming through from Furia this time. Going to have a bit of an opportunity to work out how they continue this lead here. Maybe catch, please send help off with this tactical pause.
I can actually see the full buy coming out here, right? So we will have a gun getting dropped. The other two players, one of them will have to maybe make do with the Galil, or even bring out the MAC-10, buy a little bit extra utility, be the first player in if they want to go for a faster play here. But okay, this could be a technical timeout here. I don't see anyone really talking. Which is never mind. I said that, and then you can see them talking to each other, but we can see the players just quick switching. They're ready to jump in. But a solid start coming out of Furia. Apart from that one round where they kind of capitulated, they've been looking very solid thus far. And there we have it, a full-fledged buy. Galil comes out for a love goal. Utility a little bit sparse, but it's quite a bit to work with. 5 smokes and 4 Molotovs and a handful of flashbangs. I'd like to see something a little bit more paced out here.
Yeah, absolutely. And early on, they're going to throw a bit of a lurk smoke here so that they can get out towards outside, even with the secondary smoke being dropped out for the cross. So potentially going to see if they can get Mads up a bit closer towards Secret. That extra smoke now being thrown out, so now they can cross if they do so wish. This hasn't been something they've really done outside of some of the earlier rounds, so it'd be good to get a play over there early on just to lurk that out and maybe find the opening. See that strategy employed quite frequently. Car's now holding for any future crosses as the secondary smoke comes through to block off Hell. Gonna fall back to CT, actually gets spotted. Ooh, just a shot there, and now has a second chance at it, but can't quite connect the shot. She has to keep falling back here towards CT. They're hunting her down. They know that they've got her pinned in here, and that's the AWP kind of closed out of the equation. She can't really get back into this, can only hold this angle all the way from CT.
I'm a little surprised they're still trying to hunt her down here. Maybe go for the double peek perhaps, but that AWP at that range is going to be absolutely deadly. And despite the fact Ka has missed a couple of shots, there we go. Third time, she will find her mark. Finally, she'll be taken down, but there's so much information being conveyed to her teammates as well. However, having lost control of Hell and Heaven, things look very picklish for the defenders of the upper bomb site.
Yeah, this is great, and you can see the aggression towards Lobby. That's this response we tend to expect here. And PK, she's not expecting it, looking the wrong way as they come around. The timing is not with her. But Senna, she's able to find Gabby just running out onto the site. Jessica's, she's looking for this lurk now. She's hunting. I wonder if she's going to be ready for Iza again. It's flanks on flanks here. She manages to find that kill. It's now the 2-on-3. The player advantage towards Furia. Mari also coming in all the way around from this direction, but Mads, she's found Olga. Back into this even trade. That bomb, it's ticking down slowly. This player in Heaven is going to make this really difficult, but not if she's taken down. Fantastic retake from the two of them, and they're able to secure it.
Ballsy call from Furia. They're coming in for all players wrapping around from the ramp position. Yeah, and I can't even blame their opponents for not expecting the second flank. And then you have the third one coming in later on as well. Nice attempt there from them. I mean, they had control of Heaven and Hell, but yeah, Ka getting pushed down. I thought she'd actually get away with a couple more kills. Instead, she just found one. So we have a little bit of a recap of some of the kills we've had at the beginning of the game here. It's come close, I won't lie. Some of these rounds, even though it's 7-1 right now for Furia, it could easily have been maybe a 4-3 scoreline here. Maybe even in favor of Please Send Help. Here we go, though. Still the buy is going to be coming in, and aggression from Ka.
Yeah, she's going to go for this outside play again with the AWP. She's already done this once before, and it looks like maybe they might be considering it. They're sort of holding towards the line. If she decides to peek any further, she's going to get flushed up. She has to fall back now. They might not be aware that she's managed to do this, though, but with that smoke being dropped, they're definitely aware of her presence. Playing with this AWP, and she gets caught out. She needed to hit that shot, and then she's in no woman's land. She gets shut down by Mads, and now it's a player advantage towards Please Send Help and something to work with.
That was a very, very brave gamble. It's being taken by Ka, unfortunately. Yeah, I kind of expected her to use a smoke, maybe the flash to make her escape instead of just sticking around. And like you said, she needed to hit the shot, unfortunately. Doesn't quite find it, but I like this re-aggression here. Olga pushing up from Secret. He's got a player nearby as well. It's going to be Iza able to find one. Quick trades. Olga still looking for it. This is very brave, and she will be punished for it. Mads with 2 clean kills. Never mind Gabby. Re-aggression. They're just looking to take the fight to Please Send Help, and all of a sudden it's a 1v2. Piggy Kiki left, and looking at the 2 players and how low they are, this is very winnable, but time is not her friend.
Yeah, she's got a good angle that she's coming from here, though. That AWP posted up from Gabby, that's going to be the danger. She can clear this angle, but no, Gabby holding such a fine line. It was only a matter of time until Big P walked into it. So Furia looking very solid here. They were punished early on in that round. There was multiple times that the woman advantage was there for Please Send Help, but they just weren't quite able to convert it. And the re-aggression from Furia again and again. We saw Olga coming all the way through Secret. We saw the pushing around smokes from Gabby. I mean, this is incredible 3K. Just threw the smoke onto the second, just continuing that spray, fantastic, and then just holding with the AWP. Great 3K from her. And you can see just why this Furia squad is so fearsome.
Oh, that's wrong. That's the bomb. Drop down inside of the fence, and we're just walking into the slaughter. It's just the pistols and armor, so it's going to be just easy farm city for Mari, especially, and Olga chipping in. What I really liked from Furia the previous round was how, even though it was like their disadvantage, they knew where the T's were, right? And immediately they just pushed on in, because if they played more passively, that's going to give Please Send Help all the time in the world and all the space in the world to do whatever they wanted to do, and with the player advantage, they would have the edge. Instead, Furia, they kept them pinned down, they just took the fights there using the A1 and that smoke to their advantage, and just kept pressuring Please Send Help. And right now, they need a bit of help. 9-1 the scoreline, and sure, a few of these rounds have been kind of close, but they need to start stringing a few rounds together here on this T side.
The T side is rough on Nuke, and we're seeing why. Furia, they are shutting down Please Send Help at every avenue. Carl with his AWP, she's been influential. It's really been Gabby and Mari that we've been looking to for Furia. On the Please Send Help side, Senna is leading the charge, but needs a few of her teammates to be stepping up alongside her. Mads looking for maybe a bit of aggression out here. The smoke is going to come through outside, so they're going to be able to cross here. And PKK is actually going to find the opening onto Olga. That's a great kill to find. Car just fires a shot off into the smokes, but doesn't connect with anyone. And that's downstairs control taken.
There is still Mari they have to contend with, and she has been a beast. This is an uncomfortable position, though. Still somehow able to recover, but only good for one.
Yeah, Gabby finds PKK on that nerf as well, so that's the sort of trump card already dealt with. These Molotovs are fantastic, though. Raining down Molotov after Molotov. It is fire at the feet of Furia. They're going to fade now, and now there's the opportunity for them to start this retake. They definitely want to go for it. So much money in the bank. Car with his AWP. It's not really the weapon you want for a retake, so she's going to be taking the first contact here. Senna on a great angle finds one. Lovergirl chiming in for one of her own. Car, she'd have to do the 1v3, and I think even with all that money, she thinks better of it.
Finally, the second round here for Please Send Help, and I guess it kind of hurt us. And it looks like they didn't need any help. They just pulled it off perfectly. Great stuff there. Didn't waste any time, right? 4 players heading straight down towards Secret, but the first opening pick they got towards Squeaky, keeping that one player alive, just looking onto its lobby, making things very uncomfortable for Furia there. And then, even in the ramp position, they didn't really allow, you pointed it out, the Molotovs being lobbed in, buying them a little bit of time, and they didn't turtle up on the bomb side. Instead, they had much, really good forward positionings, ensuring that Furia were not able to come in from the choke point. So great stuff in the 3v3. Because Furia, the retakes thus far have been looking almost impeccable. So the fact that they're able to come out on top in the 3 versus 3, just great stuff overall from Please Send Help. 2 rounds though, is it enough? I still don't think so. So I want to see a little bit more here. For Furia, they have money for days. They're going to go for the buy again. The op once more in the hands of Car. And I want to see Please Send Help at least able to string 2 together here.
Yeah, and they're not opting for the T-side AWP either. Senna with the AK. So they are looking to take these aim duels early. See Lovergirl sitting in the smoke here, perhaps looking to phase this one. CTs, they haven't kept at bay at the moment. She's behind this. There's no one here to receive her, but they're going to be aggressing onto the site. This outside play from Izzer, it's not going to pay off at the moment. In fact, there's 3 players towards Mini here. It's not where you want to be. That smoke coming through, denying any info through there. Although Olga somehow manages to burn out Mads. That's a great kill for free. And now you can see the aggression coming in from Lobby. There is a 2-player lean here from Please Send Help. So they have the right defense, and that first kill's great. The second, it's not quite there in the trade. We're going to see if that can come through, but no, Lovergirl, she's left all alone. It's a 1v4, is given the opportunity, but not quite able to close it.
Oh yeah, Mari, I love it. Love it. A few bullets in the corpses, and why not? 15-2 for her. She is right now beasting in the server. And that was just a right call from Please Send Help. They head towards the upper bomb side. I think it was Olga who committed to the... actually, no, it wasn't Olga. I think it was Matt who committing to the plant, and she got burnt alive. Still, 5v4. But the fact that they were surrounded from all sides. They didn't have control towards Heavens. They had no control towards lobby. And they didn't even leave any player towards lobby. They had all 5 players on the upper bomb side, and they had players coming in from mini as well. So there was no space for them to work with, and the double push coming in from the ramp position, from the lobby position, catching them off guard. Again, the aim was true for Furia. And once more, despite the fact they might give the bomb side, despite the fact that it's a 5v5, they're somehow able to win these retakes so very convincingly.
Yeah, and you can see, please send help. They wanted to retake lobby like after they'd already taken the bomb site, but by the time they went to do that, Furia, they were already through trophy. They were already there, ready on that flank, and that's been the crazy thing about Furia. It just feels like as soon as you find that inch and you find that bomb plant, those flanks are coming in so quickly. They're always in the right position. Now they've reached double digits. Still 3 rounds to play in this first half. AWP now coming up for center though, so I'm looking to her to maybe open this one up. As Olga, she's also going to jump up onto main roof. This could be interesting here. Has an opportunity to maybe catch something up, but she's just going to watch it silo at the moment.
This is such aggressive posturing. It's the same thing they did the previous round. And it's going to be Mads opening that finds this up, but Cobb with the immediate trade. She found Senna though. She knows there's still another player around. And look at how aggressive she's being. Takes out a USB, gets the dink, but doesn't get the kill. Mads finally will meet her maker as Olga will nade her to oblivion. But again, the upper bomb site, it's open for business. And if Please Send Help make their way there, it is going to be a free bomb plant, but they're so cowed by Furia right now. But they will be going in for the hit. Smoke from Mini, and hit is going to be coming on into its upper bomb site.
Yeah, it's just the player in Heaven. The others are over towards ramp, although that rotate has now come through. So there's 2 players in Heaven. If they're able to close off this position, if they've got a Molotov that they can throw up, and there it is, that's going to slow down any chance at the retake, although that bomb only just going down now. Mary already threw on this very fast flank. The contact has been spotted. She shot a few bullets here towards Lovergirl. Trying to trade back and forth, and Lovergirl comes out ahead. That's Mary going down. She's been the big fragger, and now Olga. She's shot down into the site. Suddenly it's PKK left in the clutch, and she gets dispatched off. Gabby from Heaven, reining it in.
I love how I think it was Mari coming in from lobby, right? How she didn't go for the immediate phase. She took her time. She was just jiggling around. And even though she doesn't get the kill, that buys so much time for her teammates to come in from Heaven. At the same time, 2 players were concentrating on her. And again, from above, Olga and Gabby, 1-2-1 combo. And they're just running over Please Send Help right now. These retakes, the confidence, the sheer confidence in Furia to be like, yeah, sure, yeah, you can have the upper bomb site. We don't care. We're just going to retake it. And just make it happen. Just make it happen time and time again. Mari, 15-3. Gabby, 14-5. They are just absolutely doming their opponents. And for Please Send Help, yeah. I'd love for them to at least maybe get to 4 rounds, make things a little bit more competitive. But this is feeling like the first and the third game we had here today.
Look, I hope it's not a repeat of those stories. If they can get to that 4th, and then they can execute a pistol like they did on the... Well, they can stop the execute of the pistol, I suppose, on the CT side. They get off that good start. We always talk about that scoreline.
You're such an optimist. I like that. I like that about you. I'm not, though. I feel Furia just going to run away with this. But still, always, this is Counter-Strike. We've seen some crazy stuff happen in the server. We can always see Please Send Help bringing this one back. Right now, though, Furia is going to mix things up. They're going to go back to the bit of a more standard defense towards the upper bomb side. Is going to be Gabby alongside her compatriot on top of the hut. And outside, it is no one there. That being said, Olga, she's waiting towards Secret, but she will slowly peel away. A complete 180 from what we've seen from Furia in the past few rounds.
Yeah, they've actually managed to get control here. So that's, Please Send Help. They'll be happy with that one. Might be a bit spooky. They're like, okay, well, where's Furia then? If we've been able to get all the way out here. And, well, Izzy's going to answer that question. Finding Pikikiki through the smoke. Now the player advantage towards the South Americans. Now outside control. This aggression is going to start to come through. They throw that smoke that they've been throwing quite consistently over to block off the line from Hell. And Olga, now she's going to chime in that flank. It's so thick and fast. It's the second time we've seen her activate that one. She gets the kill. Now she can slink away. There's so much clearing they have to do to find her.
Great flashbang as well from Ka there, right? Like, the second they saw the utility getting deployed by the T's, we saw the Molotov towards the CT blue. Immediate flashbang to enable the peak. And Mads trying to kind of take matters into her own hands, and just walking in one by one is going to have a very, very easy time finding the double, and it's all in just CAS. Bomb dropped out in the open, a 1v5 for 23 seconds, and you might be a believer here, but I'm sure even you weren't believing that 1v5 clutch.
Yeah, look, I mean, we've seen some pretty good clutches so far today, but I don't think that one was in any of the multiverses. going to probably transpire. And now we go into the last round of this first half. Please send help. Need some help here. If they can get the third, well, you know, there's still the chances. You know, it is a map that does tend to be a bit more favored to the CTs. So, you know, they can show us what they can do on the CT. If they can get a few rounds here, we at least get to see what that half is made of.
The half purchased a lot of utility, right? Just so, and because of which they have just the MAC-10s to work with. Let's see what they do with this. Of Mad to the MAC-10. Probably not the most advantageous weapon if you're going to be looking for this particular duel, but just going to be holding the back lines where Jessica is going to be leading the charge. MAC-10s leading the way. Olga spamming away through the smoke, dealing so much of damage. In fact, doing one better, Mads will fall. That's a rifle they could potentially retrieve though, but eventually the smoke will fade away. Two players have made their way to its secret, but Jessica's is so very low.
Yeah, and the AWP's rotated over here. Plus, Car has so much utility in the back pocket. And with Izza finding Lover Girl, that's that flank shut down. Senna's also been brought low. They're slowly getting chipped apart. Piki Kiki, she's still sitting in here towards lobby around this door, just looking to find any sort of opening to sort of give her team away into this. Oh, that's an awful one for the MAC-10, and Gabby causes her to activate off the sound cue. Jeskers and Senna. Less than 50 HP between the two of them, a MAC-10 and an AK-47 and a single flashbang. It'll be quite the story.
This is going to be almost, yeah, it's going to be impossible. 1v5 for Jessica's MAC-10 and barely any health. In fact, at the end, 0 HP remaining for her. Furia, sure, a few of these rounds were very close indeed. But when it mattered, when it came down to, you know, like we saw some of these rounds where they got the bomb down in the upper bomb side, the retakes were clinical. The final few rounds were looking great. Can Furia close this out, though? We're going to be finding out after this very short break. It's against the best teams in the world, considering, you know, they don't really have that much of practice. But I'm loving what we're seeing out of the favorites thus far. And Furia are playing like a dark horse.
Yeah, exactly. And we can see already they're just going to run straight into the A site, not respecting this defense at all. And it's 4 headshots in the space of less than a second, it seems. Piki Kiki out of nowhere left in this 1v5. Has found herself a deagle. I don't know how that happened on the round. The deagle bite. You don't like it when your matchmaking teammates do it, but hey, why not do it on LAN?
Yeah, like if you're doing it on LAN, it's fair enough. But what was that from? I don't even know where she got all those kills. We saw 3 players coming up from ramp. There we go. I needed this. No one checks. Oh my word. That is just brutal. That is so brutal.
Well, Furia, there's that aggression. We get to see it on the T side in full-fledged force. Now, opting for 4 rifles, only one MAC-10. Up against the 4 spy from Please Send Help. They don't want this one to go to map point, but Furia, I think they want to send it there.
Yeah, I mean, we just got the update, and spoiler alert, the other Furia team just got their win over G2, right? So they'll be looking to replicate that as well. Please Send Help. They definitely only have themselves right now to kind of withstand the might of Furia. And I like this from Furia, right? They could easily get carried away. They could be like, listen guys, it's 14-2. We just run into the upper bomb side, just trying to close this one out. But no, they slow things down. They know it's going to be a 4 spy coming up from Please Send Help. They know it's going to be the pistols up close. They're being methodical to slowly walk towards ramp. It's free ramp control. Just Cast though, she's been spotted, but she has no idea how close the players are. She's blinded, and she gets double peeked. Almost unwinnable, and they come wrapping around, and they're going to get shut down.
Oh, this is perfectly executed from Furia, although that's 2 kills coming through from the CTs, finding a couple of responses there, and that's going to force the Ts to start scrambling. They're going down towards the B bomb site. They're going to get this bomb down for free. Mari's also holding towards Heaven here, looking for any sort of flank. I think she might have missed the player crushing towards Secret. Still, they've got to be aware that chance is coming through. Senna has recovered herself an AK. That's a good weapon for the retake. But the bomb, it's been planted open, and they've moved all the way to ramp.
They got a smoke, by the way, to CTs. No kit, though.
Yeah, no kit. That's going to make this really difficult. And that smoke is actually not deployed towards the bomb.
No.
It's gone a bit awry. Now there's no chance for that smoke defuse. This retake becomes trickier and trickier. All 3 of the players towards the ramp. And it's going to be a team nade. That's not what you want. All Lover Girl, she's going to continue pushing up. Finds 2 great kills there, but she's going to get shut down. And that's map point for Furia.
Map point for Furia, 15, and do a little bit of a smirk there. She knows that was a bit of a... you know what? That's the thing. You can't beat yourself up, right? You can't beat yourself up. You're still not out of the tournament. There's still always going to be an opportunity. Right now, you, of course, have to play the best of threes, right? That's going to be taking place later on today, and, of course, tomorrow as well. You're still not quite out yet. It's just unfortunate that your first matchup has to be going up against this particular team. Or CLG Red earlier. Was that a team knife? That was a team knife on the Just Cast. Oh, she's not going to be happy. The force bar is going to be coming out here, Lucy. 3 MP9s, the Hail Mary play, and it is going to be Furia. They're being fast and furious. I've said it again. It's a 4v2. This looks like the end, unless...
Well, Mads has found Mary, so that's damage already done. Gabby's low as well, so you know there is an opportunity here. Once again, though, there's no kill on either of these players' center. She's looking for anyone to give her an opening, but Furia, they're playing this discipline. They're tucked into all the angles. They have to clear everything so methodically, and Mads already looking for something. They've only taken lobby control. They have to push out now. Olga finds center. It's now just Mads left alone in the 1v3. They're peppering her through the walls, and Car, she's going to close it out. It's Furia taking the map.
In such a convincing fashion as well. Look, I'm looking forward to seeing Furia, Black Dragons. We're talking about CLG Red and, of course, Enigma Galaxy going up against each other. Because these teams, the favorites, they've come all guns a-blazing. They are playing like they are the favorites.
Yeah, and I think if you're a fan of Counter-Strike, you've got to be excited because Furia, now off winning that map, they're going to go up against Enigma Galaxy later on this evening.
Boy.
And that is going to be an incredible matchup.
Oh, absolutely. You can see, you know, they're not like, you know, celebrating too much.